boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm ForClassic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have in here is Halo 3, a game that was initially developed by Bungie, which are now responsible for the series of the Destiny. And well, what have been happening lately is that we have been receiving a ton of ports from Halo to PC. This is one of the biggest Microsoft moves, it is to bring all the Halos to the PC. I'm happy with that, despite I'm not really a huge fan of Halo. And this takes a lot of developers behind this because they have been optimizing and creating different remastered versions, and there have been a ton of developers inside this. So for this video I'll be using my native resolution with the original presets. You can select between performance mode, which makes the visuals worse than the consoles, and it is quite distracting because there is a ton of grass popping in this level, for example, which is bad. The original sustains the same visuals as the consoles, and the enhanced, which I didn't really test in here, improves the visuals over the original. So what I did try it out with our GT 740M / GT 920M, it was starting with the 720p with the performance mode, and the performance was actually above 30 frames per second, which is rather acceptable. But going with the original settings and playing with my native resolution, which is 1366 by 768, what I did got was a respectable average, still an average of 42 frames per second, but the 1% low it was 27, which means that the game did drop from 30 frames per second. At least on my test it was during the shootout moments, when there was a lot of water and foliage. I've noticed that the performance did drop a lot, because outside those moments, and as you can see in here on the MSI Afterburner on the upper left corner, you can see that the game is running just fine, around 40 frames per second. So I did try out multiple other levels to see how the game performs. Despite it was just the beginning of the levels that I did try out, I didn't extend throughout the entire levels because I would complete the game by doing that. But what I've noticed so far is that this level was kind of the most demanding level. It wasn't by a large margin or anything like it, because most of the levels performed pretty much the same. But this one was slightly more demanding, probably because of the grass and water and this jungle-like environment. This level was more demanding. So these minimums of 27 frames per second that I did got with the original presets and playing with my native resolution, these drops might not happen with other different levels, because this might be the worst case scenario which you are going to get in your Halo 3. And I think it is pretty good, honestly, because the original settings, like I did told you, sustains the same visuals as the consoles, and despite this is quite an old game, because it was initially released in 2007, I think the remaster, it is actually pretty good. Probably one of the best remasters so far that they have been doing of Halo, because I did already tried multiple Halos since they have started releasing them, and all of them have kind of one issue or two, but they have been kind of improving. And I think that this Halo 3, it is by far the most optimized Halo they have released until now. So this is good news for the GT 740M and GT 920M owners. Hope you are happy with this, because yeah, you can actually play Halo 3, which is good. And yeah, so about that, let's probably talk a little bit more about the game. Right, Halo 3 was initially released in 2007, but yes, it was remastered, so obviously it is now more prettier and also obviously more demanding. So if you want to get this game, you can get this game for $9.99 on Steam, or either you get it from Game Pass, where you pay like €4 per month. You can cancel anytime. If you pay €4 per month, you get access to pretty much all the Xbox exclusives and a ton of other games. So I think it's a huge deal. So for example, now that we are I don't know, kids or teenaging people that are on school at the moment. Well, at the moment not, because we are on the summer, but you are in vacation, so you have like 2 or 3 months at home and you want to spend a nice time. Just subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. You pay €4 each month, or you pay €8 for 2 months, and you get a ton of games to play, including all the Microsoft exclusives and a ton of other games. So I think it's a huge deal by now, because you guys are on vacation and you get access to a ton of games. Alright, so that's completely amazing, and I think it's the best deal. Anyway, if you want to keep all the levels for you without paying a subscription-based stuff like Game Pass, you can pay $39.99 on Steam and you get access to all the EVOs. So there are some EVOs missing, but Microsoft will release them and it will be available for you because you already paid for them. Or alternatively, like I told you, you can also buy, EVO free, and you pay like $9.99 for the game, and it is yours to keep forever on your Steam account. So it is really up to you. So guys, I think that's all that I want to talk about EVO free. I'm going to let you enjoy a little bit of gameplay. Just to mention that this game was the second best game according to Metacritic of the EVO series, being the first game the best one at the time. Of course, it was innovative. And EVO 3, it was the second best EVO ever released according to critics. Alright, that's what you should know. So guys, again, thank you a lot for watching. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Let it go! Eyes on the prize, Marines! Sir, yes, sir!
Pelicans are en route, Chief, but I can't raise Bravo. You find them? Get them to the extraction point.
Tell me its location.
Kiss.
There's more coming! Why are you killing me?
Earth Chieftain. Phantom. Pinned us down. Killed my men.
All right!
The river. Hurry!
We own those fools.
Could you sacrifice me to complete your mission? Could you watch me die?
Sir, you okay?
Your vitals just pinged KI.